In the summer of 1590, an English governor named John White finally returned to a settlement he had left behind 3 years earlier. Waiting for him should have been over 100 men, women, and children, including his own family. But when he arrived, the settlement was deserted. No signs of violence. No bodies. Only a single word carved into a wooden post. CROATOAN. This is the story of the lost colony of Roanoke, one of the oldest and most enduring mysteries in American history. The origins of the colony go back to 1584, when Queen Elizabeth I granted Sir Walter Raleigh a charter to establish an English presence in the New World. Spain already controlled vast portions of the Americas, and England wanted its own foothold. After 2 earlier expeditions explored the coast, a new mission was launched in 1587. This time, the goal was not just exploration, it was settlement. More than 100 colonists, including women and children, set sail for Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. Leading them was John White, an artist and mapmaker appointed as governor. Among the settlers was White's daughter, Eleanor, and her husband Ananias Dare. Not long after their arrival, Eleanor gave birth to a daughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. Her birth symbolized hope for the colony and England's ambitions in the New World. Despite the hopeful beginnings, the colony faced hardships almost immediately. The location itself was not ideal. Roanoke Island was swampy, isolated, and poorly suited for agriculture. Supplies were limited, and tensions with nearby native peoples, strained by earlier English raids, made trade difficult. The settlers soon found themselves in desperate need of additional provisions and support. By the fall of 1587, Governor John White made a difficult decision: he would sail back to England to gather supplies. He promised the colonists, including his own family, that he would return quickly. White left Roanoke late in 1587. But back in England, his timing could not have been worse. In 1588, England faced the threat of the Spanish Armada, and nearly every available ship was conscripted into military service. Voyages to the New World were delayed or cancelled. White pleaded for passage back to Roanoke, but years passed before he was finally able to secure transport. By the time he set sail again, it was 1590, 3 long years since he had last seen the colony. When John White landed on Roanoke Island in August of 1590, the colony he had left behind was gone. The houses and fortifications had been dismantled or fallen into disrepair. There were no signs of battle, no evidence of disease or mass graves. colonists' belongings had disappeared with them. The only clue was carved into the wood of the abandoned settlement, the word CROATOAN. And nearby, just 3 letters, CRO, on a tree. This was not entirely unexpected. Before leaving in 1587, White had arranged a system with the colonists. If they decided to relocate, they were to carve the name of their destination. If they left under duress, they were to add a Maltese cross. There was no cross. White believed the colonists had moved to CROATOAN Island, today known as Hatteras Island, home of the Croatan people, who had previously allied with the English. But before White could confirm this, storms and dwindling supplies forced his ships to retreat. He was never able to return to search for the colonists. John White's discovery left more questions than answers. Where had the colonists gone? Why was there no trace of them beyond the carved word? And what had happened during the 3 long years he was absent? White returned to England with no resolution, and the fate of the settlers, including his daughter and granddaughter, remains unknown to this day. That is all history tells us with certainty. A colony was established. Its governor left for supplies. When he returned, it had vanished, leaving only a single word, CROATOAN. But this is only the beginning of the mystery. You've been watching Cryptic Stories Vault. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what we uncover next week. In the next episode, we'll explore the first theories, accounts that suggest the colonists may not have perished at all, but instead survived by integrating with the surrounding native tribes. Because while Roanoke may be remembered as a lost colony, some believe it was never truly lost at all.